Welcome, everyone, to an exciting broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports. Some great action in store tonight, seeing some of the best and brightest young players on the hardwood. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. It's the Georgetown Hoyas and the Michigan Wolverines.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
A look at the Hoyas starting group. Warren is out there with Hudson. And it's Trice, then there's Price, and it's Randolph in at the 2 spot.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up.
Yeah. It's not possible what we just caught. Is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
Here's Perovich, and he slams it one-handed.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when the team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Well, there have been a lot of great players out of Georgetown over the years, most of them big men, but don't forget about Allen Iverson. He might just be the most popular former Hoya of all time.
They set the pick. A baseline J. Randolph can't hit. And Michigan has possession. Trice with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Dishes it to Price. To the inside. Knocked away.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot. Wow. And what a first half it's been thus far here for Freak. This is why so many think he'll be a star at the next level.
And you can take all the measurements and do all the data analytics you want to, but all it takes is one half of watching Freak play when he's hot like this to know stardom is in his future.
And it's a completely new group here for the Hoyas. There's a screen. Pass to Wilson. Can they get it? Rejected by Perovich. Here's Flash. He kicks it to Freak. And the Wolverines another 3.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Georgetown trails by 8. Harkless kicks to Felix. Pass to Hodges. Can't get it to go.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. Taylor kicks to Jefferson. There's the pass to Cunningham. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits.
And you look at the long list of former players from the University of Michigan, a lot of big-name NBA players got their start as Wolverines. It's been that way for a long time.
Michigan making some changes. Smith checked it. The Wolverines leading by 7. Perovich, he's in at point guard. Ellis is out there with Cunningham. And it's Banks in at the 2. Well, Greg, you mentioned moments ago all the former Wolverines that have made it to the NBA. Michigan has been one of the best talent developing schools, Clark, for a long time.
And, you know, apart from the Fab 5 group, Kevin, the Wolverines can also name Glenn Rice as an alum, outstanding NBAer, and Trey Burke and Nick Stauskas, recent grads from Ann Arbor.
And for Georgetown, they've got Trice, and it's Warren in at the power forward.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Georgetown trails by 9. Now Trice. Feeds it to Warren. Shoots a fader, and it's blocked by Perovich. And the first half is now in the books. Michigan leads by 9. And time now for the halftime break with the second half of basketball. And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
And while there is a little bit of distance between the two teams, one big run could close the gap in a hurry.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. In order to hold on to this lead, they'll need to keep going to Freak to get things working for them offensively. This play in the second half of this game, critical.
Perovich in at point guard. Ellis is out there with Jones. And it's Smith. And it's Crawford at the 2-guard.
Guys, it's almost impossible to think about Michigan basketball and not think of the Fab Five. I mean, one of the most storied recruiting classes ever. They were dominant in their tenure here at Michigan.
Taking a look at the Hoyas, Hudson is out there with Warren. Then there's Price. Then it's Trice. And it's Randolph in at the 2-guard spot.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Trice kicks to Price. He feeds it to Trice. And thinking back to the Fab Five, there were 5 freshmen, all brought in the same year, and they all started.
Yeah, Chris Webber, Juwan.
The Wolverines leading by 9.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Harkless with it. They set the pick. It is now to Hudson. No good off the pick.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Perovich in a 2-guard. Cunningham is out there with Taylor, and it's Stevenson in at the point. Pass to Wilson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg. Getting to the stripe is something they've been doing a lot of in the second half, guys.
And when you're behind, it's a good strategy. Not only do you get points, but you also get to set your defense.
Perovich, the pass to Ellis. Michigan moving it around. Smith kicks to Jones. Here's Ellis. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Georgetown trails by 10. Trice kicks to Warren. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. 1:58 left here in the second half.
And, you know, we've seen a lot of great point guards over the years, and Freak is right at the top for me. The things he can do with the ball are special. And he knows how to control the flow of the game, too. He's not only highly skilled, but he's a maestro in orchestration.
And it's really interesting. Controlling tempo and pace is oftentimes something that most point guards don't really learn until they are pros. But Freak understands how important that is already. It's a big part of why so many think he'll be successful as a point guard on the next level.
Nelson's checked in for the Hoyas. Here's Price off the pick. Rebound by Smith.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Freak kicks to Jones. Smith with a screen on Randolph. Crawford outside. They set the screen to the wing right side. Perovich drains it from beyond the arc.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Trice kicks to Warren. Baseline try. There's the bucket. Good.
How much do you love to see the turnaround?
Patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds, which equal to transition points. Make the defense move, and let's pass up a good shot for a great shot. Let the game come to you. We're forcing the issue too much.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Wolverines.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Freak. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
So often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
They set the pick. Tries, dishes to Randolph. Nelson outside. Outside Randolph. Clock at 6. Shot, high post. That's good.
And he should thank the D for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Now here's Freak. At the elbow, Jones. Here's Perovich on the money.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
And so it's Michigan winning this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they'd come out on.
Hi, everyone. A pleasure to have you join us here tonight. College basketball is in the air, and we are right in the midst of all the action. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. It's the Michigan Wolverines facing Villanova.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
On the court for Michigan, Perovich in at point guard. Jones is out there with Ellis. And it's Smith, and it's Crawford at the two-guard spot. Bryant passes to Beal. Back to Bryant. Some nice ball movement by Villanova. Shot from 12. Another shot. Cooper with the bucket.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Now here's Freak. He's covered by Beal. Freak kicks to Smith. Crawford dishes to Ellis. Back to Crawford. Here's Perovich. Off target with his three. Here's Villanova. Beal with it. The dish to Bryant. Bryant is doubled. Now here's Beal. Cooper a screen on Crawford. Beal the pass to Cooper. Can't get it again. Here's back up. And two free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Villanova shooting their first free throws of the game right now. Free throw good. Beal. Well, for a long time, Michigan has been a big power in men's basketball. Really in all sports. The school has a very strong program.
No doubt, the Wolverines love their sports. Easy to cheer for the basketball program with all the success they've had over the years. You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Now here's Freak, guarded closely. Crawford outside. From 17 feet out, Smith with the basket on the assist by Crawford.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in his zone.
Now here's Beal, covered by Perovich. Pass to Cooper. He kicks to Miller. Pass to Cooper. And that one is hammered home.
I'm not sure how I like this one. He used the rim to get some true hang time there.
No, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Okay,
Guys, that was just
I'll buy that for now.
a good old-fashioned chin check right there.
Here's Flash. Now the pass to Perovich. The fader. And once again off the mark by Michigan. Gaines kicks it to Foster. Tipped away. With some arc. And the layup good by Jefferson. Jefferson's got his first basket of the night.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Now Gaines. Here's Foster. Moore dishes to Jones. Back to Moore. Passes it to Gaines. Here's Cooper. Just 4 to shoot. And it comes off the front of the rim.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
And the Villanova Wildcats have had a recent surge in their program over the past decade. Since about 2005, they have been a consistent presence in the tournament and also have won a few conference titles.
We've got Foster. Jones is out there with Cooper. And it's Moore in at the 4. And for the Wolverines, Perovich in a 2-guard. Taylor is out there with Cunningham. And there's Flash. And it's Jefferson in at the small forward position. Here's Foster. Cooper the pass to Foster. Rejected by Perovich. And for Villanova, they've got Jones. Foster is out there with Cooper. And it's Moore in at the four-man position. Well, the Wildcats of Villanova have been getting back in the swing of things as a program over the last decade, Clark. And one of the better runs they're on right now is a school.
Yeah, they are a surefire bet to pretty much be in the tournament almost every year now. Really one of the big schools in recruiting on the East Coast.
And Villanova go with a whole new group. And the And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
On the court for Michigan, Perovich, he's in at the point. Ellis is out there with Jones. Then it's Smith, and it's Crawford at the two-guard.
Yeah, that's a big miss right there. Now only a one-point lead.
Now here's Jones. Crawford left side. Makes it off the glass.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Well, for Villanova, they've had a lot of their graduates make waves in the NBA. You can find a Wildcat playing professional ball everywhere, it seems.
Yeah, some of the current Wildcats in the NBA. Kyle Lowry's had a terrific career thus far. Randy Foye are the big names. Dante Cunningham's another guy who's had an impact.
Here's Beal. The Wolverines making their last shot. Miller with a wide open look. But they'll get another chance. Here's Bryant and the rejection by Smith. And here's Freak. And the Wolverines another three.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Beal with a screen on Jones. Pass to Cooper. Some nice ball movement by Villanova. Here's Beal and the rejection by Smith. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked. Really strong and together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Now, here is Smith. He has 5. Ellis kicks the Freak. Puts it up from 12. And there's another one for the Wolverines.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it. Good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Miller outside. And the layup's good off the glass. Miller's got his second bucket.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. Dishes it to Wright. Outside Banks. Knight passes to Taylor. Wright side. Poked loose. Stolen by Clarkson. Fast break Villanova. Here's Jones. The basket is good. The assist from Gaines. Now just a 2-point Wolverine lead. Freak with it. Outside Knight. He dishes it to Freak. Moore with the steal. Jones is out there with Clarkson. And it's Gaines in at the point guard. Jones kicks it to Gaines. They set the pick to tie it up. Feeds to Clarkson. It's Jones on the wing. There's the dish to McAdoo. Pass to Gaines. Just 5 to shoot. To take the lead. McAdoo misses. Now here's Freak. The feed to Wright. And he uses the glass on the layup. And Michigan leads by 4.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
Boy, you can actually feel it. It's palpable, the energy level on both sides.
1:33 left here in the second half of the game. Beyond the arc. No good. Villanova goes the other way with it. Ross dishes to Bryant. Jones drives in. That ties the game.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He's going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one.
Smith with a screen on Bryant. Crawford outside. Back to Jones. Money!
Oh, that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
Here's Beal. 51 seconds left in this one. Down low. Here's Cooper. Money! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
That's how you get the crowd on its feet. Huge bucket.
I think the roof's about to come off this place.
On the wing, Jones. And stolen by Ilgauskas. Now here's Beal. He is guarded by Perovich. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. We've got 13 seconds left here in the second half. To the middle. It's stolen by Smith. Now, Freak. Oh, no good.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
That's just clutch work, really. That's all you can say. A little bit of D now, and they'll be out of here with a win.
And so it's Michigan winning this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton. And that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
A look at Arizona's starting group. We've got Johnson. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Mitchell. And it's Lawson in at the 1 spot.
And with Arizona, you know they are going to be competitive year in and year out. They do a great job of recruiting, and they always seem to feel the team ready to make a deep run in the tournament. Just a very consistent program.
Freak with it. It's hauled in by Arizona.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And Lawson with the drive. Hollis Jefferson passes to Lewis. Rebounded by Ellis. Arizona on D. Freak kicks to Ellis. He dishes it to Jones. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. He feeds it to Smith. Michigan moving it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Perovich. Nails the 16-footer.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Now Arizona with it. Trailing by 2, and that one's good. Lewis has got his second bucket of the night.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points. And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
And here's Arizona now, following the miss by Freak. Here's Hollis Jefferson. To the paint, stolen by Ellis. Fast break, here come the Wolverines. Freak with the ball, taking a look at Arizona. They've got Mitchell. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Johnson. And it's Lewis in at the 5. Lawson kicks to Mitchell. Takes the turnaround J, and he gets it to go. Now Freak. It's Jones on the wing. Screen by Ellis. Dishes to Crawford. Now the feed to Ellis. In the corner, it's Freak. Cannot hit. Good D by Lawson.
You know, Freak just hasn't been able to perform how we're accustomed to seeing him up until this point. I mean, he just hasn't been able to string anything together.
There are a lot of things that might be affecting him. You know, with his reputation, defenses will pay special attention to him. And that might be throwing him off a little bit here.
Jeez, how did he do that? I mean, do you know how he did that? That was straight out of a circus act.
Well, he didn't seem to be walking the high wire. You're right, Greg. You are right.
Tell you what, guys, that dunk alone worth the price of admission.
And Freak throws it down.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize.
And we're... And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If Freak can get hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
Perovich, he's in at point guard. Ellis is out there with Jones. And it's Smith, and it's Crawford at the shooting guard position.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The free throw drops for Lewis. And both free throws good for Lewis. Michigan trails by 6. Taking a look at Arizona. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Johnson, and it's Lewis in at the center, locking down the middle.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Here's Freak. He's got 6. It's Jones on the wing. There's the pick. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, this is not about charity, folks. That's his 4th giveaway already. He's letting his guard down out there.
Here's Lawson. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Johnson outside. Looks for Lewis, gets it to him. The jump hook. Rebound by Smith.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Feeds to Johnson. There's the screen. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Johnson's got the lead up to 8 now for Arizona. And here's Freak. He's got 6. Smith dishes to Freak. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Freak's got 8 points.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Out to the right wing. Hollis Jefferson passes to Lawson. Lewis sets the pick for Lawson. Kicks it to Johnson. Back to Lawson. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. It's Freak, top of the key. And the 3 ball is good. He's got 11.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Now, here's Goodwin. The screen from Ewing. Carter on the wing. Ewing inside. Right's there. Ewing can't hit.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
And right, here we go. He got right to the cup using that screen.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Perovich, he's in at shooting guard. Wright is out there with Cunningham. Then there's Flash, and it's Knight in at the 3 spot. Goodwin kicks to Carter. The screen from Ewing. Carter with the bucket.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Hey, I don't know if it was changing baskets or what, guys, but they clearly look a lot better offensively. One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Michigan making some changes. Smith checked in for Wright. Taylor comes in for Cunningham. And Jones subbed in for Knight. Lawson outside. Johnson outside. Arizona moving the ball around. Here's Lewis. And it's Michigan with the rebound. Freak dishes to Smith. Flash passes to Taylor. To tie it up. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Shots, gentlemen. 2.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. The Wolverines making a switch here. Crawford's checked in. And it's tied up with that one.
Needed those and got it. Terrific job at the line under pressure.
And there's 1:45 left in the second half of basketball. The 11-footer. Lewis misses.
And, you know, we've seen a lot of great point guards over the years, and Freak is right at the top for me. The things he can do with the ball are special. And he knows how to control the flow of the game, too. He's not only highly skilled, but he's a maestro in orchestration.
And it's really interesting. Controlling tempo and pace is oftentimes something that most point guards don't really learn until they are pros. But Freak understands how important that is already. It's a big part of why so many think he'll be successful as a point guard on the next level.
And Arizona making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. And it's Jones. That's on the assist by Freak. Now it's a 4-point Wolverine lead. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the second half. Lawson with it. Back to Lewis. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Freak. For three. A rebound by Mitchell. Now Arizona with it. Lawson with it. Jones covering Lewis. That one a little long.
And although not a block officially, it might as well have been his ability to react and alter the shot.
Greg, I don't think there was any doubt about it. His defense threw him off on that shot.
Ellis, he's checked in for Taylor. There's 37 seconds left in the second half of basketball.
Gotta score quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste here, partner.
To stop the run. Count it.
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
And now we've got the intentional foul. And so the first one is good. He'll stay at the line for one more try. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ballgame.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete. And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it. Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
Lewis passes to Hollis Jefferson. Lawson from outside. And it's Michigan with the rebound. And he commits the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And so it's Michigan winning this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And this is where it's at, folks. The college tournament ends here tonight. For one team, the joy of a lifetime will be achieved. And there's no doubt going to be some incredible action all along the way. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers and the Michigan Wolverines.
You got that right. I mean, this is what each student athlete has worked so hard for all season long. An opportunity for the title. I mean, this game might very well be the defining moment for the lives of every one of these young men.
Both these teams have gone through so much adversity just to make it here. All tournament long, it's been survive and advance, but now this is the part where you put all your chips on the table and just lay it on the line.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. We've got Kaminsky. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the 4 spot.
And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
Kaminsky kicks to Decker. Passes it to Hawkins. Here's the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Decker can't hit. On defense, Wisconsin. 4-point game.
And not many people know this, but the Badgers do have one college title in their trophy case. Won the tournament back in 1941. A different time back then, but a title nevertheless.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
Move the ball. Stick
Pass to Crawford. He feeds it to Jones. The Badgers pull it in.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Hawkins against Smith. Hawkins shot good.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
Here's Hill, and there are the Badgers with another bucket.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. Fisher is out there with Hill, and it's Gibson in at the 4-man position.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Gibson the screen. Conley dishes to Hill. To the wing on the left. And there's the feed to Gibson. Dishes to Fisher. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
Here's Flash. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Goes up with it again. Here's Cunningham, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. And the Badgers with a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Wolverines. They lead by 2. And welcome back. We're just about ready to get going with the second half of a historical championship game. For those just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan, pleased to be alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony as we get set to watch how the college basketball season will end.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Perovich, he's in at the point. Ellis is out there with Jones. Then it's Smith, and it's Crawford at the 2 spot. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. They've got Hill. He's out there with Hawkins. Decker is out there with Kaminsky. And it's Evans in a power forward position. Here's Hill. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Hill's got the game tied up here for the Badgers.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
Freak kicks to Ellis. Stolen by Evans. Up top, Hawkins. Guarded by Perovich. Hill passes to Hawkins. He dishes it to Decker. There's a screen. Kaminsky sets the pick for Decker. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Decker's got 7 points.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Crawford outside. To the inside. Smith dishes to Jones. Back to Smith. It's Jones on the wing. Michigan moving it around. Here's Ellis. Can't get it to go. Evans with some nice D. Hill left side. Kicks it to Decker. Pass to Hawkins. It's taken away by Smith. Now Crawford. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the right side. And a wide open look for Freak. Hits it from three-point range. Freak's got 9.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
The Badgers also changing it up. Evans, he's checked in for Walker. Decker comes in for Hawkins. And it's Payton in for Hill. Perovich, he's in at point guard. Ellis is out there with Smith. Then it's Jones. And it's Banks in at the 2. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. There's the screen. The shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Outside Banks. Pulls it from the elbow. Good work defensively by Conley. Here's the Badgers with the ball. They trail by 1. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the second half. Here's Decker. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. 9 points for Sam Decker.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Freak kicks to Banks. Screen by Ellis. And there's the pass to Jones. Now here's Freak, covered by Payton. Perovich. No good on the triple. Payton against Banks. Payton passes to Evans. And it's Michigan with the rebound. Smith's got his 3rd rebound tonight. There's Perovich, and the shot is good. And Michigan leads by 1.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds.
The Wolverines making a switch here. Crawford's checked in. Hill, he's checked in for Wisconsin. Hawkins comes in for Payton.
A great shot. Let the game come to you. We're forcing the issue too much.
And 1:01 left in the second half of basketball. There's the pick. Evans kicks to Hawkins. No good. Now the Wolverines take it the other way. Freak dishes to Smith. From 13, Evans with the rebound.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Hawkins passes to Evans. The kick out to Hill from beyond the arc. Horford with the rebound. Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
So that means they've got to be very careful with the basketball right now.
There's 25 seconds left in the second half.
Oh, that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
Here's the Badgers with the ball. 4-point game. $19 seconds left here in the second half of the game. Evans goes in. And it's Michigan with the rebound.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
Hill kicks to Kaminsky. Looking to end the run. Basket good.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
And so it's Michigan winning this one. And what an incredible feeling it is for a team who's had to fight every step of the way. Right now, guys, there is no better feeling for them as they are the last team standing in this terrific tournament.
Kevin, you said, I mean, all the hard work, the blood, sweat, and tears, now you see it paying off at this very moment.
There's been a ton of sacrifice along the way. I mean, from the kids and their parents and support staff. I mean, they've brought this school to the top of the college basketball world right now.
Well, it's been a blast to be with you guys. And